Just before this video starts, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I got in a fight with a lawnmower and my beard's gone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. It's just a quick one, this one. So, we're having a lovely, relaxed Sunday afternoon. But yesterday, we went to see Jason Manford last night. Absolutely hilarious, brilliant comedy show at the AO Arena. But while we were running around, getting everything ready in the house for Nana and Grandad to come babysit the kids, we got a parcel, special delivery, and it was very out of the blue. I didn't order anything, so I was a bit surprised. And this box arrived, and we opened it up a bit cautiously, not knowing what it was. It says, "For the attention of James at Freddie Fletcher Limited," and it was 2 bottles of craft lager from Islay Island. And I noticed the return address on the box, and it was actually Olly at FW Transport, who is a CX driver, absolutely cracking driver, based in Scotland. And he did about 5-6 jobs for us over a matter of like 2-3 weeks. And yeah, he did. I'm not expecting gifts from anyone for giving them work. Never going to expect that. But I really appreciate that. It's such a nice gesture. He went over to Islay Island on the ferry for us. Did a really good price. Did a really good job. He actually got stuck on the island until the next day because the ferries off the island are a bit of a pain. And bought us some beer. Thank you very much, Olly. I really appreciate it. It's so nice of you. Like I said, I'm not expecting anyone else. Dave Anvil, I'll give you loads of jobs. Send me some presents. I'm joking. I'm not expecting anybody to give me any presents or anything like that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, I keep getting a lot of emails and texts, well, emails, WhatsApp messages and stuff like that, regarding how to price for your customers. Now, it's a tricky one, because number one, are you pricing for your customers as a lone driver? You can go in, do 1 run a day, 2 runs a day, or are you trying to price for your customers to take over all their workload? Because if you're doing that, you're going to need to figure out a price sheet and any extra costs that may be occurred and stuff like that. If you're going in on your own, you can just individually price it every time. You just got to make sure you do a cracking job for them. So, I believe that you need to price things not only on mileage, but on the area they're going. And I dropped my phone then. The area they're going, and if in the job details there's going to be any waiting time, any offloading time, you're going to be handballing, if it's going to be anything specialist like ADR or waste clearance or anything like that, they're all going to incur different prices. And you need to put that in your mind before you even think about a mileage rate. So, me personally, I offer to customers anything from a small van to an 18 ton. Because I can subby all that out on the CX. I run a long wheelbase. I've got a group of drivers on WhatsApp that run everything from small van to Lutons. Anything bigger I can subby out on the CX. Anything that I can't cover in my group, I subby out on the CX. So my price range is from £1 for a small van up to £3.50 a mile for a 18 ton. But those prices do vary from customer to customer. They're cheaper for some customers and more expensive for other customers. All depends what you're carrying. And the distance of the job, I don't really... Some people think that for more distance, you lower the price. No. Whatever distance you're doing, like if you're doing 100 miles or 200 miles or 300 miles, you're charging the same mileage rate, because if you start dropping your price, you're making less money. And you don't want to be doing that when you're spending more on fuel and more on your van. It's you more maintenance services and everything on your van. So it's completely up to you how you charge your customers. I'm not telling you how to charge your direct customers. I will never tell you. I'll never give you like your prices. You've got to figure them out yourselves on your running costs. I'll give you roughly what I charge. And I think if you are going to go out to your direct customers, you need to think, are you going to offer yourself? Are you going to offer you can cover everything for all them customers? Because if you are going to offer you can cover everything for them customers, how are you going to do it? Most of you are thinking, I'll just do what you do, James. I'll sub it out on the CX. It's not that easy. For your first year on the CX, you're only allowed to post 20 jobs a month. So even if you get 25, 26 jobs, you got 6 that you can't cover, and you're letting your customer down, and they'll find somebody else. Now, I was quite lucky because the person I spoke to on the phone when I upgraded my package said unlimited posts. So when they capped me to 20, I phoned, they went back through the recorded phone call, and I got unlimited posts, which was very, very lucky for me. And they've stuck to that, the CX. I'm really happy about that. But do be aware when you upgrade your package to post jobs, you get 20 posts a month maximum. I don't know if they changed it. That's what it was about 6 months ago, a year ago when I changed mine. So you got to think of that. Are you going to employ more of your own drivers? Are you going to get more of your own vehicles? Because then you've got all them running costs to figure out before you get paid anything off them customers. Now, most bigger customers that you're going to approach are going to be very similar paydays to the CX. Normally it's going to be 30 days from end of month, 45 days from end of month, and you may only be able to invoice once a week to that customer. So if you're invoicing once a week and then you're getting purchase orders back and then you're having to send the invoice back, you're then 2 weeks delayed, and you'll be paying your drivers, CX drivers, subby drivers, whatever you've got, before you get paid. So you need that cash flow as well. You need that money in the bank to be able to pay the drivers before you even get anything back. So you got to think of that. You got to think of fuel, drivers' wages, if you're going to take your own drivers on, paying the CX drivers, if you're going to do that, and everything like that before you take any of that work on. You need to think of everything. Now you might be thinking, well, if I get a factoring company, which are difficult to get, then I'll get paid directly straight away. I won't have the cash flow problems. But then you've got to think you're losing probably about 5% of your income to that factoring company. That's what they'll take, 5%. And you don't want that. You need as much cash flow and much income as you want. Also, a lot of companies won't deal with factoring companies because honestly they're a pain, and they mither, and they don't put dates on the invoices properly, and it's a nightmare, I'll be honest. If you're not like on top of every single individual job, when an invoice comes in from a factoring company, you're like, what's this? What date is this from? When's it from? You've got to like go back and find it. It's a pain. So you need to think of that as well before you're thinking of even approaching your own customers. So let's base this on Luton. I know drivers, I know companies that charge customers anything from £1.60 a mile for a Luton, which does sound cheap. So, you know, most CX drivers are getting between £1.30 and £1.50 a mile, and over £2 a mile. But like I said, it's up to you, your running costs, the age of your vehicle, how much it costs to run. The better deal that you give to that customer that you're offering to do all the work for, or just you run yourself for, the better deal you give them, the more likely they are to use you. If you go in and go, my price is £2.80 a mile for my Luton, and I can cover all your jobs, but as long as there's no more than 20 a month, then they're going to go, no, we're all right with who we've got, or we can find someone better than that anyway. And that's not what you need. You're trying to offer a package, trying to offer a service, and you need to find the best price for you to get that customer. Now, I'm not saying go in to the customer and go, I'll charge you £1.25 a mile, I'll undercut everyone, because then you're not going to make any money, and that'll just be stupid. And then likewise, don't go in and go, I'm going to charge you £3 a mile and I'll cover everything, because they'll find someone better, they'll find someone cheaper. Like, in this current economy, like, the best deal at the end of the day is probably going to win the work. Now, I know that's not what some people want to hear. They want to go in and charge customers loads and loads, but they can't. So a little rule of thumb that I'd like to say is probably think of the amount you charge on the CX. If you're on a small van, you charge like 80p, 70p or whatever. If you're on a Luton, you're charging £1.30, £1.50. add 30p on to that charge. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it all adds up once you start doing them distance jobs. And if you get more and more work, it adds up and it adds up and it adds up. You could add £1 on, but then you're going to struggle to find customers and it's just being greedy. You could add 10p on a mile and then you're not going to make enough money. You're going to make a £5 off each job and it's not enough. So do what you need to do to make money and get your customers if you want direct customers. But sit down, think of your cash flow, think of how you're going to do it, how you're going to cover them jobs. If it's just you on your own, you can only offer it yourself. If it's going to be you subbing them out or you're going to take more drivers on, you can offer more, but you need to be able to cover every job. Otherwise that customer won't be happy with your service and they will find someone else. They'll go elsewhere, they'll find someone cheaper, they'll find someone better, they'll find someone more reliable. So just keep everything in mind before even approaching a customer. Now, I hope that helps some people, and I hope it doesn't deter you from trying to find your own customers. Like, you can always do what I did and try and get your own little WhatsApp group together full of drivers that you can rely on and are all over the country and can help you. Or you can join my WhatsApp group and you can post the jobs on there as long as you are a trustworthy person and you're going to pay the drivers on time. If not, they'll be chasing you. And yeah, I do hope it helps and doesn't deter anyone. And I hope everyone's having an absolutely amazing weekend. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions for me regarding either driving or being a shipper, please let me know and I will answer them and make a video about them. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.